let me record this and I'll get started. Okay, so welcome to DSIM 201. This is business statistics. So this is an online class. I have this first virtual session for introducing the class and helping guide you so that you'll get where you need to go. Okay, so my name is Dr. Zachary Davis. I'll be your professor for this class. So let's get started. So kind of an introduction if you're having an interest in me. I'm originally from Mississippi, but I've lived all over the Southeast. My educational background, I went to the University of Central Florida for my undergrad degree in clinical laboratory science. So I used to work in the hospital. My hobbies consist of sailing. I like playing chess. I play guitar. Those are just kind of some of the things I do when I'm not building classes and teaching students. So this is coming to the end of my 4th year. My 5th year starts in August. So I've taught this class many times at this point. I do kind of prefer it in the online format though, because I guess it's really easy to control what happens in the class. So my background is, like I said, in healthcare. I worked in the clinical lab, then I switched to the revenue cycle, which is the business side of the hospital, where I was a database analyst. So my research focuses are kind of in healthcare analytics, operations management, and data science. But all of this uses, basic statistics. So that's why this class is so important. Teaching biography, I've taught a lot. I teach mostly analytics classes, which this class is a prerequisite for. So if you like this class, maybe you'll like other analytics classes. I'm teaching a 307 class in the first part of fall, and then an econometrics class in the second part of fall. And they're all kind of statistics based. So remember, math pays money. So the more math you have, generally, the more money you make. All right, so this class is entirely going to be built in Pearson for your assignments. The reason I like to use Pearson is it creates flexibility in the schedule. So basically, you have the entire 7 weeks to do all of your assignments. And it also allows for you to have unlimited attempts on all of your assignments and the final. So it creates the ultimate flexibility by using this. If I had to manually grade every assignment, I would have to have them do, every week, and I could only grade them once because, that takes a lot of time. But Pearson works out better for everyone because now you can have flexible deadlines and unlimited attempts, so you can get the highest grade you want. So once you achieve the grade you want, then you can stop, redoing the homework or whatever. So we're using Pearson. There's a link in the Blackboard shell for you to set up your Pearson account through. I think it's like, what is it, like $104, I think, for the software, and it comes with a digital version of the book. But all right, so kind of the expectations. My lab is required. That's really what I'm sending you to get, because that's where the assignments are. So the way the software works is it'll change the numbers around each time you do it. So it cuts down on cheating and makes sure you really understand how to do the problem instead of just going online and looking it up. So all the assignments are online, so they'll be turned in online. You should be able to get the Pearson linked up, and everything should go super smooth. Blackboard, the way I set my classes up is you'll have a weekly folder for each week. It'll have the assignment. It'll have a video that I've recorded beforehand that goes over, kind of the background material, as well as how to do each kind of problem you're going to see in Pearson. So I give you an example of the problem that's going to be in Pearson. Like I said, the numbers will be different on your specific question, but you should have all the information you need from that video in order to complete the homework. final exam should be super easy because it's just a collection of questions from all the homeworks up to that point. So you will have seen every question on the final exam after you've done all the homework. And I usually try to pick the easiest questions for the final since there's so many questions. Let's see. So the way I've broken it down, there is 12 homeworks, which is 72%, and then the final exam is 28%. So you need to complete these. And like I said, all of the final exam questions will be in those 12 modules. The grading scale, since I've given so much flexibility, is a little stricter. A C is a 75 up, but everything else should be pretty typical. But like I said, because you have unlimited attempts and you can turn it in basically whenever you want up to the last day, I think there should be some kind of balance there. I just taught this class in the first part of summer, and about half the students got A's. Most of the students got B's, and I think I only had 2 F's, and that was just because they didn't do any work at all. So pretty easy to pass the class and get an A as long as you just keep on pace and you do all the homework assignments, and you just keep trying until you get the grade you want. So this first week, right now I'm doing the kind of the review of the syllabus in the class and making sure you get set up. But we'll basically do 2 chapters a week. I have a video based on a comic book on statistics to try to add some humor and interest to the material. And you'll have 1 video for each of the weeks for, I believe, 6 weeks, so it's 12 chapters. And we're going to learn basic statistics, mean, median, mode, the underlying concepts of probability and how we use probability to create random variables, and then sampling distributions. So that's when we take a sample from a population, kind of what distribution should that follow, and that's kind of our kind of descriptive statistics. Then we switch to inferential statistics, and we'll get into hypothesis testing, confidence intervals, but the most important concept in this class is really going to be regression. So simple linear regression is, kind of the underlying, how does one variable predict another variable? But, out in the real world, what you're probably going to use the most is multiple regression, where you'll have several variables and are trying to predict some outcome variable. But so as an analyst, based on all of the material, multiple regression is probably what I use the most. And then you'll have your final exam. So, my responsibility is make sure you have everything you need to complete the class. Like I said, I just had this class complete with no problems. Everybody had the material they needed, and everybody did really well. Office hours. So, if you really need to talk to me, I think emailing is probably the best. If you send me an email, I can probably answer your question pretty quickly, or we can set up some Blackboard Collaborate time if you need to, work through something. But like I said, the videos, I've gone through how to do every question, so I've kind of preemptively helped from that end. But if you need help, just let me know. Any questions? Get back. Okay. Stop recording.